Hi there, welcome to my channel. This is Renee. I am finally going to finish the covers of these 3 books I've been working on for weeks. Feels like weeks. I think it's been weeks. And then I'm going to, well, I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to finish the spines for 2 of them. This one's already finished with the spine. I do have like the base signatures done for each book, but I want to add some other just kind of fun pages, and that's when I'm going to start working on some of the ephemera. But today I just, like I said, want to get the covers done. This one, so if you've watched my previous videos, I have these 3 vintage books. This one is actually antique. It's from 1888. This one is, I forget now, 25 and 42, 1925, 1942. Anyways, these 2 are vintage. This is antique. I did maintain the spine on all 3 because the books are just really pretty and I didn't want to deconstruct them completely. The book blocks were already really tattered and pulling away from the book. So anyways, this one is going to be, this is the Popular Cyclopedia of Useful Knowledge. Like I said, this is the antique one. And I am doing the removable signatures for each of these books. And then it's going to be kind of a dark academia theme for this one. And like I said, I have the base of each signature done. I just want to add some book pages in the signatures. So that one's done. This one is a vintage Russian textbook. This is going to be my personal botanical journal. And so I just love it's got like a reverse embossed frame. And I just added this vintage book page image. And I'm going to finish the spine on this one. So here's the base of my 4 signatures for this. I have a different setup, so I'm hoping everything is still in frame. And so this one's going to be similar to the encyclopedia one, where I'm going to glue this into the spine, and it's going to be a removable signature spine. I'm not really sure what to call that. This one is I'm not really sure exactly like what kind of book it was or is. It's not a textbook, but it is an informational text on Alaska, our Northern Wonderland. So for this one, I'm doing the spine a little bit differently, and I think that I will start with this one. I really struggled with this one because I just kept changing my mind on how I wanted to do the inside cover. I finally settled on this really pretty kind of dark foresty green. I think it's a green. And to cover the inside covers. And then this I am going to glue on as a tuck spot here. And then I have this envelope that I'm going to glue on. And then it's also going to be a tuck spot. So normally I distress edges of things. I was kind of practicing with this piece here. And I love the distressed edges, but for some reason, I just really like this clean, crisp look. So I'm going to keep it this way. So first thing I want to do is add these on. I'm doing this one first because I think this one's going to be the easiest one. And I always get interrupted, whether by my son or the dog or my phone storage fills or I lose battery. I think I'm close to both on my phone right now. So this is my old bottle, but I really want to finish it. And I kind of wish that I had done like a beveled edge to this one where it raised up a little bit, but it's too late now. I'm just going to put it on. Maybe I can do a little bit. Let me see something. Yep, it's already, oh, shoot, come on. There we go. So maybe I can just pull this a little bit. There we go. Just so it's up a little bit and it makes it easier to put things in. Yeah, I've never actually made a tuck spot with the, how they kind of fold the edges there and it makes it like a lift. I really need to give that a try and practice that a little bit. Okay, I think that's good for that. And then the envelope, this is an envelope I purchased, kind of a bunch of them. And I'm going to change this out. I think I have some white with gold little thread or something. I think I'm going to use a piece of this for that. Kind of goes nicely, but we'll see. For this placement though, I want to do similar to what I did with that one and just glue the sides and the back. For gluing the cloth spine in, I will use my new bottle of Fabrifix so that it's not as painful to watch. I want this tucked in just a little bit. I can't tell if it's straight, so no, it is not. There we go. And this can just be kind of a secret little tuck spot because you'll only know it's there if you know it's there. Like if it's yours, if it's your journal. So I think, so like I said, this one is my personal journal. The other one is already spoken for. I'm making that for someone that has already purchased it. And this one, I'm pretty sure I will put into my Etsy shop. All right, so we've got those two. Oh, see, it fell again. Oh, well. Let's see, what do I have that I can stick in there? I'll just tuck that in there for now and hopefully keep it up a little bit. Okay, now for this, I did a similar spine on all three of the books. This is some really thick chipboard, and I put some eyelets on either end and strung through some elastic. Now this one I'm not going to glue straight into the spine. This one is going to be kind of a floating one. I am going to glue the material on the two sides, and then that's okay. So that's how I'm going to do this one. I'm not sure. Actually, let me do this. Just so I get an idea of where to put the glue. That actually might be too. So maybe the edge of that, okay? And then this one, because I like to leave a little bit of the material kind of loose. Oh wait, I'm going to use my new bottle. Not going to be very much. I wonder if I should just glue this whole thing on. Darn. Now I'm kind of doubting myself. I've made a lot of journals with this kind of floating hidden spine, and they're fine. Okay, I'm gonna stick with my plan. I think this will be enough space. All right. Oh, there went the lid. Because this is material, I want to smush this down. I might be smearing it too far. Oh gosh, that's all right. We'll see. That's why they're junk journals, right? That's what I'm telling myself anyways. Okay. Just put this on. Okay. Just to go. I don't even know if I'm in frame at the moment, but I think that's where I want it. Let's just commit and see what happens. Oops, nope, I do not like that. Definitely do not like that. Ugh. I think that's the tape. I mean, I'm committed now, so I think this just needs to. Oh yeah, darn it. Okay, I am not liking that at all. So how am I gonna do this? I think we need to put a little bead right here on either side to keep that material in there. Just add a little more. Okay, let's try this. That's already better. I haven't made a spine like this in a long time, so maybe I should have practiced a little bit. Okay, I think that is better. There we go. And I love having a little bit of the material sticking up out of the top. All right, there we go. The one thing about creating these kinds of signatures is the papers, the signature papers, need to be cut down to fit, so it's not the whole height of the book. So I think I cut these cover pieces down. Oh, maybe I did not. Need to be cut down just a bit. So anyways, that's what I will be doing after this video. On each of my 3 books, I have to cut the signatures down to fit the height of the elastic pieces, and then obviously trim some of these papers off, but that is not happening in this video. I just wanted to make my commitment to the inside covers. And so there's this one. All right. Now this one's a little more tricky. The way that I watched a few videos and saw a couple of different options, And this one's a little bit dangerous, but I'm going for it. So for this one, after you put the elastic on, you tape it down, and then you cut the knots off, because that's what makes it the hardest to glue down onto the spine. And with lots of, this is bookbinding tape. It's super, super sturdy. All right, that, and then I have one more piece I'm going to put here. To hopefully catch each of the little edges. And now the other one that I made, the Cyclopaedia one, I used really strong double-sided tape, like around the edges, but this one is so small, I don't know that that's really going to be an option. So I'm just going to slather Fabrifix everywhere. And this, once it's glued to the spine, this serves to reinforce the spine, which this spine is pretty sturdy, but that's all right. And this is a page from the textbook. It's in Russian, and I just wanted to have a little piece of the book there. This is an image from the Cyclopaedia one, because I want this to be my botanical journal. So I just picked a tree image. All right, let's commit. Now I think I just very lightly did a little here. Okay. My head's going to be in the way for a moment. Okay, let's pin this down. Oh shoot, I moved it. Okay. For some reason, this one seems like it's not adhering like the other one did. I wonder if it's because I didn't use the double-sided tape. That's going to be a little bit of a bummer, but this is my journal, so I don't think it really matters. I can always reinforce it or do something different for this one, because it's mine. Okay, that is the covers for each of the books completed, pretty much. I will still add some kind of ephemera, like some kind of tuck spot or something on the inside of this book, and then in the back. So you can see this is very similar to the one I'm just doing right now, but it's really, I probably should have used double-sided tape, but plus this is thinner elastic, so it sits closer to the spine. Well, lesson learned. I won't use the thick elastic when I do this kind of a spine. Yeah. Okay, we'll see. Maybe I'll put it under some heavy books. I have sourdough on my sweater. And then this one, once I'm done, will go up in my Etsy shop. And so my next step, like I mentioned, is to, I don't know, just every time I look at this book cover, I see something different. Anyways, My next step is to start working on ephemera. And I'm not going to sew the signatures just yet for any of the books because I want to make sure I have everything that I want added into them before I do the final sewing. So I'll just sew each individual signature and then they'll slide into the elastic. But I have found in the past when I sew my signatures too soon, then there's things that I want to add. And yeah, I just want to make sure I have everything in there that I want. And I'm actually going to do some mass make of some little ephemera projects and then add those in as I complete them. So anyways, I appreciate you being here and watching, and keep an eye out for the next one. Thanks so much.